Greetings, salutations, felicitations, aloha, howdy.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. It's Chris talking to you from the studios at WFC3, and yet again, it's another edition of Bunky Business. Hanging out with me, as always, the legend, Billy DeTore.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you.
Hi.
We couldn't do it without him.
No, seriously, we would be completely lost in the woods.
I have no skills in this whatsoever.
And that's Tanya admitting she has no skills,
Nope.
which is great because she's one of the executive directors.
Yeah.
And then we also have with us Tony, Wayne,
Hello.
Brian,
Hello.
Becca.
I swear.
Yeah, I swear, she's going to hurt me for that one.
She looks so professional looking.
She's hanging out in the production studio, looking out through the window, going, "Hey, look, I know what I'm doing." And
Homework. That's what
and
she's
on the
doing.
phone with us, Deanna and Sybil.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, there was the hi.
Hi. So we've talked about 1,000 different things over the past, and there have been a couple of podcasts where we've talked about 1,000 things in the 1/2 hour. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do a little armchair quarterbacking. I think we've all over the Christmas break, we all kind of had our own reactions to the passing of Carrie Fisher, and what she meant to people on a social level, on an entertainment level, on a franchise level, as just generally as a human being. So we said goodbye to Carrie Fisher, and then the very next day, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, who was a titan in the industry herself. So that was huge, and that was an interesting bow on the package. That was, as Billy has coined it, the 2016 Exodus. It was pretty brutal, but now here we go. As geeks, a couple of weeks later, we're looking back, and how is this going to affect the Star Wars franchise? It's a huge piece of the puzzle, Princess Leia. It's a huge piece of the puzzle, and the reports have all been publicized at this point. They're all out there. She had completed all of her primary filming for Episode 8, but now they were also admitting it was building up to she was going to have a very substantial part in Episode 9.
Because basically, my thought is she's going to redeem.
She's going to redeem Kylo Ren. She's going to bring Kylo back to Ben.
That's how it has to be.
They were also planning on her daughter was going to take Carrie Fisher's daughter,
Billy Lords.
Was going to start getting a larger role in the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
They actually had it so that they introduced her in Force Awakens as one of the people behind
You see her in the
scenes.
background, yeah.
In Episode 8, she's going to be getting a larger part. And what I think will happen is she'll wind up being the one who redeems
Kylo.
Now she will be.
Well, and that's it's an aspect I didn't even consider. Just within the past 24 hours, we've seen the reports. They have made it very clear they are not going to do a CGI resurrection like they did with Peter Cushing's Governor Tarkin in Rogue One, which, that's good. That takes part of it. But now you have two things that, you can do it. And honestly, in my personal opinion, LucasFilm is in a complete no-win situation right now because anything they do is somebody's going to hate it, and a lot of people are going to be unhappy with it. So I feel bad. I really do. The writers of Episode 9 are really up against a wall. Mm-hmm. Do you write Princess Leia out, or General Organa, and however you want to remember her? Do you write her out, kill her off screen, or just minimize her role completely, even though you were building up to having this big thing? Or do you recast the part?
Okay, I'm going to jump right in.
Oh,
God, no.
Oh. Go ahead,
jumping
Deanna.
right in. Do not recast it.
Well, here's the thing. Carrie Fisher made the part her own and is iconic because of that. But is the actress bigger than the character? Is the character so important to the story that you can't risk losing it in any way, shape, or form?
I think you can't recast it. It's so... People, when you mentioned Carrie Fisher died, what's the first thing people thought of?
Oh, I know. It's immediately what you're thinking about.
You didn't think of
Blues
John
Brothers?
Belushi's fiancée in Blues Brothers. You didn't think of Marie from When Harry Met Sally, or that she wrote postcards from the edge.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately went to Princess Leia.
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe to say that they went hand in hand together. So I think if you try to put a new face on that, it's going to be a 50-50 split. 50% of the audience is going to be like, what are you doing? And 50% is going to be, okay. I thought about this, and I honestly have been thinking about it ever since she passed. I almost think you need to write her out. You just You get rid of her off screen. She had an accident. You actually kill the character.
Ooh, okay.
Because you can't bring it back.
Remind me never to be important to you. Holy mackerel.
But it's kind of like Han Solo. If the rumor is that Kylo Ren, Ben, is going to be redeemed, going back to the books that I read that Timothy's on, there's always been this...
Heir to the Empire trilogy, okay.
Right. Luke and Leia and Han supposedly had twins.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be possible that you know Billy Lord becomes that twin?
Well,
and that character is the one that redeems him. His sister redeems him.
Disney has done. We're not using anything from the. We're making our own universe now, so it doesn't matter what happened from before. Because we've had.
But what if they draw some inspiration
at
least?
They have been drawing from the extended universe. They brought back Boba Fett from the Sarlacc pit, which happened in the EU and has now happened in canon.
In the animated.
Yeah.
But still, they're canoning that.
Yeah.
Billy, what do you think?
It's funny. I've gone through both. I think it'd be interesting if they did recast her. I mean, it's just been a thing that they've done over the years for many characters, for many legendary characters. But
Spock,
yeah.
But and then I'm going to disagree with you, D. Because it's obvious what my stance is. I think that because the character is just so huge and important to the story, it may behoove you. I mean, think of it. Think of the Harry Potter effect. You had Richard Harris play Dumbledore for the first 2 movies, pass away, be replaced by Michael Gambon, and carried it all the way to the end. Now, admittedly, Dumbledore in the cultural phenomenon of entertainment is not as huge of a character as Princess Leia, but still. It's an important character,
and important to the character.
Yeah, the character's bigger. The character is bigger than the actor who played it. So,
but like I said, it's a 50-50 split. 50% of the people are going to be okay, and 50% are going to be like it's sacrilege. I know right now that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
Depending on who they cast, if they do recast it, okay, I can see that. I think it's the unknown that is in the forefront right now, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm going to go on the fact that they're not going to touch it, and they're going to kind of rewrite everything. But they might decide, you know what, this is a chance to do something different and change the course of the future of the franchise. I'm
going to follow through on this tangent. I'm going to go to something that Tony had said, and then I'm going to have a simple question to ask. So here's let me just follow the tangent that I'm lining up on right now, because my theory is. Again, I've said it a couple of times already. The character is bigger than the actor who played her. All right, and not to diminish Carrie Fisher's role in any way, shape, or form. So if anybody thinks I'm slamming Carrie Fisher, please get that thought out of your head right now. But if we were to follow the route that I'm thinking, recast, who? Tanya?
My initial thought was Natalie Portman.
Okay,
she's too young.
And Hollywood makeup cannot make her look older.
Now, are we looking at Leia
as General
Organa?
Okay, so following up Force Awakens.
Yeah, so somebody who can take the Skywalker saga to the end, somebody who could play Leia in her current age, current form.
You're only talking one movie then.
Yeah,
one
movie.
We're only talking
That's it.
Episode 9.
Somebody help us get to the end of the Skywalker saga, because Disney's made it very clear that once Episode 9 is done, the Skywalker story is over. Anything else that comes after that is the anthology stuff of throwing the Han Solo origin
Yoda.
stories, stuff that happens after the saga. They're going to do anthology movies at that point where some of these established characters may pop up, but this is the Skywalker saga is going to be the 9 movies and done. So we need one person to get us to the finish line.
And the only reason why I say Natalie Portman is because she was Leia's mother.
Okay.
So there is the genetics that... Don't give me that look, Wayne. that you can...
I also think with better writing, Natalie Portman might have an opportunity for redemption here because
original things.
Padme was an awful character, but a great actress
with Black Swan and things like that. And I think,
but it was the writing that
it was the writing that killed her. So having the writing now. And she's not playing it opposite Hayden Christensen, so therefore...
Thank God nobody is right now. He's kind of going low on the radar.
I thought we were not going to have any more awful CGI characters.
Well, no, we'll get to that in a minute, because I want to talk about Tarkin.
I'm making a joke that
that could possibly be that, or someone that is strong enough, like talking earlier this week, like someone like Gina Davis or someone that's got that big presence that can...
someone about 60 years old, a Susan Sarandon, a Meryl Streep, someone with
that.
a
I don't know. Meryl Streep's so overrated, though. I thought.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
I don't think Meryl Streep would have the right presence for the role.
No.
Okay,
I'm
but
saying
Gina,
someone.
even
There's
Helen
plenty
Mirren.
of someone. Mary
Helen
Steenburgen.
Mirren.
Mary Steenburgen.
Steenburgen,
Mary
yes.
Steenburgen's a good selection. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that one. She's got the right
Time
look
after
too.
Time.
Yeah. So Mary Steenburgen, Gina Davis,
Lucy Lawless.
Holy Christ. That would definitely. You'd see Leah going into battle on that one. Sybil, what do you think? Do you have any ideas on this topic?
You know, I actually didn't even think of them ever replacing her, so it's kind of hard to even think of an actress who could do it. But, you know, I kind of agree with Tanya. Natalie Portman could do it. She is a great actress when she's given the correct material.
Right.
And they can definitely do makeup to do that. I mean, think of what they did with Looper, with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis. They made him look like Bruce Willis as a younger character. So they can totally make Natalie Portman even, you know, look more like Leia.
Yeah, I mean,
think about Benjamin Button and Brad Pitt. How
there
they
you go
to do that.
There you go. Becca, who do you think? Got any ideas?
Not really for like the current Leia they're showing, but I've seen speculation about a younger Leia being played by Millie Brown, who was 11 in Stranger Things.
Oh, right, Millie Bobby Brown, which is a name that I want to say 5 times fast, and I know I'm going to trip over. But yeah, that's as a younger Leia.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I could see that definitely. And then Tony had made mention of an increase of visibility for Billie Lourdes, Carrie Fisher's daughter. So go ahead and work on that one a little bit more.
For me, I cannot see anyone replacing Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia. I think the way they should go with it is they should send Leia off on some sort of mission. They're going to have to do some sort of CGI to kill her, and I think they should give her an epic death scene.
Okay.
What I think will happen is she'll tell her daughter's character, "Hey, until I get back, you're in charge." She goes off. Boom, she's dead.
Okay.
And that leaves her in
charge.
charge.
Finally, fans are just going to have to understand that, you know, like I said at the beginning, it's no-win situation here. I'm being handed some new information. Breaking news.
No, not breaking news.
Oh, why are you doing this to me, Brian? Why are you doing this to me?
You're asking for suggestions. Be the right age.
Well, she also passed away 3 years ago.
Did she? Oh,
yeah.
Was that Sarah?
That's Sarah Jane Smith, Elizabeth's lady.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth
Lady. Brian's hitting me in the feels at the moment. Yeah, because as the rabid Doctor Who fan.
Then you got to get Lala Ward.
Yeah. See, there you go. It's the second Romana, right? Yes. Okay, but this is not a Doctor Who chat, man. You really you caught me on that one, you bastard. All right, so anyway,
I just had
I'm gonna cry. Anyway,
pop into my head. What about like a Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what?
Now that I think she's done, but I could see it.
I don't think it should be someone famous. Now
Get
that
her
I think
some
about
Activa.
it.
One of the great things about Star Wars is they pulled from the ether from character actors that were not known.
If you do wind up with one of the names that I mentioned, a Meryl Streep or a Susan Sarandon or anybody that's already known, all you're going to think is
it's not Carrie Fisher,
that famous person. If it's someone unknown, maybe you get sucked back into the character.
Why don't they do like they do in the soap operas, where it's like accident, bandages. Take the bandages off, different person. That happened
because
to
they
Luke.
have a bacta tank, which everything regenerates automatically.
Luke, when he got the ice creature that beat him up after he got in an accident with the Corvette Summer.
Right, you're right.
You know?
Oh, right, yeah, his scarring on his face.
Yeah.
But it was still Luke. He still had the same
Mark
facial
Hamill.
structure as Mark Hamill because he was Mark Hamill.
With some scars.
They just came up with an in-universe thing where he actually that's how he got his scars.
They had to fix it.
So it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It's going to be really hard.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. And like I said, it's a no-win situation for them. I don't think there's going to be anybody who's thoroughly satisfied with their solution.
I like the idea of a nobody.
Of just a nobody,
nobody's heard of because you have no expectations of them. You don't have any preconceived notions of them. So if you're going to recast it,
a nobody,
I would say go that way.
Okay.
How about a worldwide casting call?
There you go. That would be almost have to.
Dee's got a thought here.
Go ahead, Dee.
what about, and this is just crazy, just popped